Hello folks and welcome back to Blueprints. I just realized that the camera wasn't actually recording for the first 15 minutes of this. So let's recap what I have done today. Today we had the outer room. I'm really annoyed at this because we had the outer room which gave us the offering of the berry picker. Whenever you draft a room, you can pick a berry instead to draft a random room from your pool. So we went back into the house, drafted into that door, picked random room, got the showroom, which sells very expensive items that are very good, like the master key for like 60 gold, an emerald bracelet which nullifies all gem costs for like 50, a clock lets you undo drafts, I think, and then a silver spoon that doubles all gains of your all gains of food stuff. Then we did chapel because we had no money because we spent all the money in the shrine. Then we did into the den, go into the pool hall. We solved the puzzle in there. We got a silver key from the puzzle in there. We got the foyer because the give us that. Hallway doors are always unlocked. Reading nook, got a key. Library, we had the book we already read before. Then we came back over here. The foyer was also a berry pick, I think, possibly. And then we came back over here, boiler room, observatory. In the observatory, we got extra apples are extra tasty today. A bunch of gems and some movement. We went to the boiler room, hallway and corridor. Went to the corridor security. In the security, we accessed the lab computers using Dr. Gotto's stuff. And we set up the experiment that every time we eat an apple, we get 3 gold for every red room in the house. Because if you eat an apple, you get 3 gold. If you can get more red rooms and apples if you can eat apples in the kitchen for like repeatedly, and we can make it so that we're earning money whenever we eat an apple by getting another red room, we could have the infinite money we require to potentially go into the showroom and buy it out. And then we did over here, we got another random pick, which is the trophy room, which shows the trophies that we've accomplished. The main one so far is that we've got room 46. This also has 8 gems in it. And when I got back in here, I looked into the screen for the first time because I was so engrossed with what I was doing, and I realized it was a black screen. I was like, oh, for God's sake. Fine. You're caught up in 2 minutes, what I just did 15 minutes of, and it's kind of annoying because we were talking about things like what I was hoping to accomplish now, which is mainly, there are a lot of puzzles left in the game. The main thing I want to do is the chest puzzle and the sanctum key that's in the basement, in the reservoir. They say there's a chest in there with a sanctum key. So boudoir pushes us towards this way. I also because of the chest piece, we have a bishop because of the chapel. We have a knight because of security / the observatory. We have a rook because of the reading nook. So we need a study and the study or the ladyship's chamber to get the queen, and the king's in the office. So to get the ladyship's chamber, we need to get to this left side, but we have to come in from the top. So I want to get over there. So I'm going to go ahead and pick secret passage for now. And choose to lead to a hallway. Why? Because it being a hallway means there's a more chance of it being a lot of extra space. And if I keep going, if I get over here, I can over here and maybe dip down there. Although I want to see if I can maybe go across here and dip down there, because Ladyship Chamber is more likely the further up we go. East Wing Hall, East Wing Hall Aquarium. There's 2 East Wing Halls. Well, East Wing Hall good because it gives us more doors, right? We were a bit full of doors there. Open this, please. Dining room. Extra doors. Kitchen. Okay. Kitchen. Banana. Damn. I was hoping it was going to sell apples. Is it always bananas? I don't know. But kitchen, before we leave the kitchen, check what this is. Special keys. A silver key, room with many doors. Mechanarium has one door for each mechanical room in the house. We have so far 2 mechanical rooms, because the security is a mechanical room and the mechanarium is a mechanical room. Drawing room lets us redraw new floors, use plans in this room. Dark room, cannot see. Drawing room. Horn again. The ballroom. Whenever you enter the ballroom, set your gems to 2. Hell no. Way too many. Do I want to redraw, however? Because I've got kind of what I want here, which is the spare bedroom. And then it's a way across. Another gem. Locksmith keys for sale. Gymnasium. This means that oh god. This means that this room here has got to be something that has a room up there. Okay, I'm gonna say no for that right now. I'm gonna say no for that right now. I'm gonna go back around. I've got no money. I put all that money for the bloody shrine. What I would love right now is a freezer. A freezer would actually be very helpful. Utility closet? Utility closet would, in fact, help, because it would turn off the gymnasium. It would... I've already done the security stuff for the doors, so it would make the doors fine. This is a dead end, so let's do breaker room here. Turn off the gymnasium, we'll turn on the garage, we'll turn off the keycard entry system. The dark room makes no difference, because it'll trip once we get there. Okay. Boudoir, lost and found. Whenever you enter this room, you lose 1 random inventory item. Walk-in closet gives us 4 stuff. I mean, we haven't got any items, so we gain 2 rare items. We'll lose 1 of them unless we can make our way, unless we can link up here. Unless we can link up there, this will lose an item. So what do we got here? We have... I think that's relevant to something. That is not part of something we've ever seen before. We'll get the prism key. If you unlock a door with a prism key in a green hallway, bedroom, red room, or shop, or you can do repellent. Press X in your room to house. Same tomorrow, the plant will be removed from the house. Draft rule for a week. I am tempted, actually. Now that we've turned the gymnasium off and we have a key to go back and... Because all I need to do is just have no items when I go into that room. I say it like it's simple, but that's all I need to do. Alright, what is this? Locked. Okay. What's this? Locked. Great. Goddamn. So it's gonna guarantee to open a red door, a red room. Red rooms could be archives. Or dark room. Hang on. If I hit R, bedrooms, ladyship's chambers, requires... Does it say if it requires gems of some kind? R, bedrooms... observatory, does it say for... Because I know observatory requires a gem, right? Yes, okay. So ladyship chambers does not require gems. It is rare as well, annoyingly. I've only ever drafted it once. You have to come in through the top. So if I do this, prism key, guaranteed red room, maid's chamber, dark room, dark room. Could have been aquarium, could have done aquarium. Aquarium probably would have been a choice. That was me being stupid. Okay, so if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's complicated. It always is. But is that what I want to do here? Because I need to get to that room to clear the dining room. Locked. I might be completely pointless. Gems, 2 gems. A 2-gem room, I've got gems to spare. So, is it likely that a 2-gem room has what I want? No idea. Well, it's got it's a veranda. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. Although this could again, all I need is to have no keys here. Yep, okay, they're already screwed then. Because that's locked, that's locked, that's locked. I'll lose the sledgehammer if I go down to there. But the only other potential open door I have is the lost and found. So... should have gone to the utility closet. I should have gone to the utility closet. Wrong, too far. Right. So, lost and found. 50-50 we lose the repellent. The repellent I don't give a crap about. No, we didn't. And it's locked anyway, so... ultimately irrelevant. Ultimately irrelevant. Nothing matters. Stupid choices were made. Like the fact that I opened that door before turning on this was a mistake as well. Because like, if the boiler is on and active, I've still got the repellent. Is there anything I want to guarantee repel for tomorrow? I mean, I guess I could guarantee repel the gymnasium actually. If I can reach the gymnasium and repel that, because the gymnasium is a bit pants. Although just so I can use it, 7. Okay, I'll definitely have enough to get to the gymnasium. It'll ban it for a week. There you go. What would have been like a good half an hour long video is nothing now. It was only 15 minutes because I've just lost 15 minutes, so we'll carry on with the next day. Again. I guess, like, correctly, possibly, the Queen and the King are the hardest pieces to get. Study is probably an easier find than the office anyway. Prosaic villa. I think we must have gotten like at least 2 new rooms, right? Because we've never seen the trophy room before, and I think I haven't seen the trophy room either. Yeah, so the showroom and the trophy room were both new. Fine. Save and continue day 31. We'll just get straight back in there and hope for the best. Good. Check this time that the actual camera's recording. It is. Hurrah. Right. Allowance again. Check the outside rooms. There's still Curse of the Berry Picker ongoing. And go to our outside room. Outer rooms. Okay, we have seen all of them. Studio editions. Clock tower. Dovecut. Root cellar. Shelter and tomb. Tomb potentially gives us a bunch of money. Tomb potentially gives us a bunch of money. And a way to get into the back of the basement. Not that there's a reason to do that anymore. But a bunch of money is useful for the showroom, it's useful for the... Okay, we'll do this. We need to get the movement to get back to it again, but it gives us essentially a bunch of... There's definitely 5 in there so far, because the tomb is already by itself a dead end. Anyway, what's that say? Black print. Bedroom. Black print. There's a shot missing as well. 146. Is that the only black print? There's 2 rooms there missing as well. Interesting. Intriguing. I also think we should try to get to room 46 again, just to see what the hell happens. Alright. Here goes. Reading nook. Again, try to open ways to get to the chess puzzle. So that gives us a rook. This gives us a knight. It is a very early security, but it's a very early security, so I'll take that. And chapel gives us bishop. So that's bishop, knight, and rook done in the first 3 rooms. All we need now is the study, and this is the study. Oh, technically we haven't got a pawn yet, but the pawn is one of the easiest ones to find, so. Observatory would be another. And courtyard gives us the corner. Do I want the corner? Wildberry, because that's not a good choice, and I want to avoid the cost and the rarities. Give me something useful. Ooh, clock tower. Tomorrow you will start with 1 for every tomorrow room I draft today, so at least 1. Also, we haven't seen what's in here yet. So this is the first time we've been in. I can double check. 2 editions, clock tower. Yeah, our first time we've done this. So. What is up in the clock tower? A compass. Another Rooney thing. Crap. Pulling up my pictures again. It's the damn... there was something about the realm room puzzle or something. That might be related to this. Where's my pictures of blueprints? The pictures of the realm book. The core, okay. So... Flowers poetic. There's a poetic place. Poetic. There's no line. I don't know what that means. I need to get the bookshop, because the bookshop gives me access to the book that can tell us about the realms and runes and stuff, like the full version of that. And the outside is... Oh, that's line dash, that's violet. It's violet. It's... Like, you can't see the mouse, really. Hang on, I'll tab back in. It's like line dash, that's the violet one. Southward, I see a swan, ashen like sands of the shore, carried by westerly winds. Okay, hang on. Get that. Carried by westerly winds, rogue like the moon of the north. Eastward, I see a new... okay, well, that's vaguely relevant-ish. So, south... So this is a clock tower. Better. South I see a swan, ashen like sands of the shore, carried by westerly winds. So south swan, ash sand, carried by the westwardly means technically means they're going east, but I'm not sure the game knows that. So south, west, northeast. Carried. Because westwardly winds comes from the west heading to the east. Or a westwardly. The north wind comes from the north, but it's blowing southward. So I'm not sure what they mean here. Westwardly winds is a annoying term to use with return to wind, because a west wind comes from the west. Because it's coming from the west, it's blowing east. So if something's going westward, it's going towards the west. That's an easterly wind. Damn. Westward. Wind. Rogue. Moon north. Moon north. Eastward crow. Dark of the day's coming forth. And then that's the symbol of... I have it written down here. Of Orindia. Is that the symbol of Orindia? I wonder. Is that the symbol of Orindia? Question mark. Because we don't know what Orindia is actually. Orindia is Black Fog Metropolitan, so we do know what Orindia is. I don't know. There's a rook there as well. Oh, there's a rook in the clock tower. Okay. So rook is vault, reading note, conservatory, and clock tower. Okay, so we know attic, chapel, bookshop for bishop. We know observatory, security for the knight. We know vault, reading nook, conservatory, and clock tower for rook. We know ladyship and study for queen. And we know office for king. Okay. That room in the corner is blocked off. But hey. Interesting. Also dead end for the purposes of money. Right. Foundation. I could go chapel, but there's no reason to go chapel. Chapel just loses its money. Because security gets us to the same place. Right, security, just double checking I've not forgotten anything. 10 coins in the tomb. In the tomb. Right, what's in this corner? I'm silently swearing at the game now, because it's going to make me pick a fucking Balberry room. Office! Office! Okay. 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 The game is afoot. We want to study. If we get study, we haven't got a pawn yet, but fine. But if we get study, we have the chess puzzle solved. And we also got 2 rooms we can do. So office gives us... to run payroll. It's fine. I can spread gold in the estate, but there's no reason to do that at the moment. There's not many rooms in the estate to spread gold into, unfortunately. Okay, but study. Commissary, bedroom. I mean, this is the annoying thing, right? If I pick bedroom, we get chapel there. We got to go into there, which is fine, whatever. But it means we're limited entirely about what we can do here. Like, completely and entirely. Commissary, again, same thing. I'm gonna pick a Wildberry again, because I'm hoping it leaves me a door going up. It did, foyer. And also means automatically unlocks all hallways. pool... Sometimes this game just does not want me to go up. Like, I have the compass, and it's not doing that for me. Absolute madness. Right, pool hole it is anyway, so... 12. 9 and 13... 22 minus 20 is 2. 10 minus 1 is 9. Divided by 3 is 3. Nope. 12. 9 and 13 is 2, okay. So 10 minus 1... Oh, it's multiplication, sorry. Times by 1 times by 2 is... So 10 is 9. Times by 2 is 18. Because it can't be times by 3 because you haven't got it. It's times by 2. It's times by 1, then times by 2. Or times by 2, the same thing. So we have 10 and 11, 21. Minus 20 is 1. Times 15, yes, 1 is 1. Because 10 and 11 is 21. Minus 20 is 1. Times by whatever, divided by whatever, it's going to be 1. No? No. I'm stupid. God, I'm stupid. Jesus. That feels bad. 2. Then that was 3. Nope, a mistake again. It's 2, yeah, okay. I forgot this one. So it's 10 minus 1 is 9. It's times, sorry, 18. Not multiplied, divided by 9 times 18. Okay, 11 and 10 is 21. Minus 20 is 1. Times 15 is 15. So it's 3. Sorry. Really, really foolish of me there. Funeral parlor goes up. It would get us 2 gems. Okay, I'm gonna go back and do the security room now while I still got a reason to. Besides, it means we can safely draw a dead end here and not have to worry about ourselves. Okay, another key. So we've got 4 keys for the down below. Worst comes to the worst. Funeral parlor gives us 2 more gems. Potentially 2 more gems. If I want to open it now. There are 2 false statements. Which, if that is true, means that the 2 are false. A box with a false statement is empty. This box is empty. So if this is true, the other 2 are false. If this is false, it means it's empty. It's got something in it, which means that would be false. Yeah, logic me here. So assume this is true. These 2 are false. If this is false, this box has the gems in it, which means this would read a box with a true statement is empty. That's true. The box with a true statement would be this one. So because we're reversing this, right? This, assuming this is true, has reversed these 2. So the reverse of this is a box with a true statement is empty, which is true. Which means that is the boxes. The gems are in blue. That actually makes sense. I was doing this as a hyperbole. Because if this is true, that is true. That's automatically a lie. And then we don't know about this. There's no way to tell about this. Because if that is true, this must be a lie. Because if that is true, that can't also be true. So if that is true, that is a lie. If that is a lie, we have no idea about this one, and it leaves it a bit ambiguous. Because this could be true, or it could be a lie, because no longer we have a way to tell whether this is true or a lie anymore. So and this being true or a lie doesn't matter, because it doesn't really affect anything else. If this is true, hurrah. If this is true, that's still a lie. which doesn't tell us anything about that. Yeah, so that has to be true, which means these are 2 lies. That means the gems are in there, and the lie would be correct, because the reverse of this, that would then be true. So we could get 2 gems right now. Hallway. Extra door. I was wrong. Hang on. Explain my logic here. Okay, okay, so screw the pooch. If this is true, those have to be the lies. This is the first time I got a parlor wrong, so I want to figure out what the hell happened here. If that is true, those are both lies. If this is a lie, the gems are in here. If this is a lie, it says a box with a false statement. That would read a box with a true. If this was a lie, it doesn't say all boxes with false statements are empty. It says a box with a false statement is empty, which reverts to a box with a true statement is empty, or a box with a false statement is full. And that is correct. A box with a false statement, i.e. this one, is full. That would be correct. So this is true. By empirically, we know for a fact this is true. So if this is true, that is immediately a lie. Which means there's only one false statement, which means this is true. Which means the box of gems are in there. We know this is true. So had we assumed this was true, if this was true, it would have mean this had to be a lie. Which means the step of the logic I didn't therefore do was, if this is true, this has to be a lie. The inference of that is, there is only one false statement, which has to be this one. Which means this is now true. A box, the false statement is empty. We know that's empty, and this is the only one false statement remaining, so that's empty as well. The gems are in a white one. Damn. Right, we've run out of movement to do anything else, so I've got 4 keys, and we're running out of time. So I'm just gonna go down and use 4 keys in the basement. I'm really, really annoyed by this. The only alternative I have, it means we'll start with 2 keys, because the clock tower in the hallway. Damn it. I wish I hadn't left. What I should have done is gone into the hallway and see if I can just pull out something else. Because if I managed to get a study, randomly, luckily, we would have had enough to get the chess puzzle sorted out. Bugger. Bugger. I've got 14 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Would get me to the foundation. 13 to get me into the reservoir. No, I cannot risk it. If I want to use the 4 keys, which I have to do this now. And I've also wasted the money in the tomb. But if I've got 4 keys to use, I don't want to let them go to waste. Damn. Right, let's pull up the map of the reservoir. And start crossing out ones I've already opened. So we opened up that one. Because this is basement underground, so foundation leads into basement, basement leads into reservoir. So it is 3 movement to get down here. Yeah. I also opened 12, which is that one. I also opened 16, which is that one. I've also opened the 4, which is that one. The 5, which is that one. Okay. let's just go through them. We've got 23, we've already opened 5, there's 18 left, we've got 4, that takes us down to 14. Might as well start opening them and seeing if there's anything good in them. I could go outside and open the... oh, I haven't got the shrine anymore. I was going to open the cursed thing in the shrine. You haven't got the shrine. Okay, red moon. Red moon. Black box contains allowance tokens. Irrelevant. I'm even going to write that down because we have the allowance tokens and this is also a lie. The allowance tokens were in fact inside a white box. The sanctum box is not in a box, it is buried. Again, green things are random, right? But they can be lies or facts, because we have a green one in number 16, which is over there. It says the sanctum key is in a white box. So this one says it's not in a box, it's buried, and the one over there says it's in a white box. So they can't both be right. So green are random. It could be a lie, they could be the truth. Green. The green memos in boxes near this box are both lies. Well, okay, good. So the green memos in boxes, that is truth. So that's a lie, we know that much. And that's a lie. The green memos in boxes near this box are both lies. So that is a lie, and that is a lie. Specifically. Because there's also 12. All green memos found in boxes in the water are true. See, this is an interesting situation. Because again, what is the lie here? Is it the lie that they are all green memos found in the boxes in the water are false, or is the lie is all green memos found in the boxes are true? It could be that some green memos found in the boxes in the water are true. There are two things that can reverse in that sentence. Regardless, we did all ends up here. So the green memos in boxes are both lies. So that's a lie, that's a lie. Fantastic. So some green memos are in fact true. At least. Right, so we did all that. Cross out those. I've got one more to open now. Which is going to be what? Well, sanctum keys in a white box is what this one over here says. And as far as we know, there is more evidence than not that white boxes are telling the truth. So... okay, this is another truth. Only one blue box in the water contains a memo with a true statement. So this is 10. Only one water blue is true. There are... hang on. Only one blue box in the water contains a memo with a true statement. Okay. So that is guaranteed false, we know it is. So either that or that is true. We'll have to figure this out next time, folks. I could walk around until it expires, but there's no reason to. I'm annoyed that I screwed up the parlor. This was a really good day to potentially get access to the chest puzzle, but I screwed the pooch in the parlor. Lost 30 movement. And I'm ultimately very annoyed at myself. Call it a bloody day. I'll catch you all sodding next time, folks. Bye-bye. A small cottage. Yes, it was a small cottage because I screwed up the pooch. I didn't even actually walk into rank 4, did I? I did not. Catch you all next time, folks. Bye-bye.